Today's horror manga dubbed narration is Falling by Junji Ito. I hope you all enjoy. At the beginning of this year, an unexplainable rash of suicides began in the town. Disturbing atmosphere enveloped things. Our protagonist makes his way to a neighboring apartment complex and rings the doorbell of a unit, but no one answers. He ever so slowly opens the door and says, "I'm here. Erica, are you there?" Thankfully, he caught her just in time and rushes her to a hospital. "I found her just as she tried to hang herself. Thank God. A little longer and your wife wouldn't have made it." Why didn't you let me die?" "She's delirious." "Why did she want to kill herself? I can't understand it." "Nurse, she did leave a note behind, sort of, but it didn't make any sense." He explained what the note read to the nurse. "Something strange is going to happen in this town." That's all she wrote. "Something strange?" "Yeah." "I thought so." "What do you mean?" "You've heard that there's been a rash of suicides since this year began." "So I've heard." "They've all left the same suicide note behind. Something strange is going to happen in this town." The two of them sat there in silence for a moment. Then he said, "What could it be? Just what is going on here?" Later that night, something quite strange and peculiar happened. People were walking down the streets with their eyes closed. And then his wife awoke, rustling around in the bed. The group of them continued to wander as a nearby homeless man awoke. "What are they doing? Hey, where are you going at this hour?" But to his surprise, nobody answered him. "What the hell? They ain't said a word." Instead, the group just continued to press on into the darkness. The next day... "What? Erica's gone?" "It seems she slipped out in the middle of the night. Didn't she come home?" "No, she didn't." "Frankly, a number of other patients disappeared last night." "Don't you realize this whole town is disturbed? It's madness. All the youths disappearing into the night. These people are just gone? We've got to get the town together and search for them. What the hell is going on?" And so, our protagonist left the hospital, and that was when he saw a group of people chattering. How could a whole group of people just disappear? Even if it was some mass disturbance, wouldn't at least someone have seen them? "Hey, we found someone over by that hill!" "What? You found one of them? Quick, let's check it out!" The group of them ran off and our protagonist followed quickly behind.
"Can you handle it yourself?"
"Yeah."
"How did she get all the way up that branch?"
"Hey, is she still alive?"
"She's breathing. Here we go."
Erica!" All that searching, and only one shows up? But where did the rest of them go?
"Erica! Erica!"
Back at the hospital, in room 401.
"It's awful.
It's horrible. Why didn't you let me die?"
"She's been like this for 2 days now. The doctors say there's no need to worry, it's just fatigue. Those 200 people that just disappeared that night, Where could they have gone?
But then, in a weird turn of events, she begins to lift her body up as he looks back over at her. He can't believe his very eyes as she begins to ascend toward the roof, her body levitating in thin air as he calls, "Erica, what's happening to you?" Then what? You think the missing people might have gone into this cave? Yes, we know they all gathered on that hill, but we have no idea what happened after that. There's been no sign of them. This cave is the nearest place they could have vanished to. Why? Why would they go in there? We'll have to check it out. They turned on their flashlights and entered into the cave, one of them stating, "Maybe it's like a religion of some sort, or a sort of cult." Taking a strange group pilgrimage does sound like a cult. I can't imagine that my son would join a cult.
My daughter either.
Oh, it's filled with water. There's no way to get past.
It's another dead end.
Where could my daughter have gone?
How come we've only been able to find that one girl?
She must know something.
That's right. Where was she all this time?
And so, your wife seems to be the only one they've found. We just want to meet with her. The entire town is uneasy. The families of the missing are suffering, can't sleep at night. It may not help, but we'd like to ask her some things. He stood there, not answering them for a moment, and then he spoke.
Police came by too. Actually, her condition remains unchanged.
Her condition?
I don't think it's worth even trying to talk to her, but come on in anyway.
The group of them gathered around her bed. Why has she been tied down?
At night, she's been rising up out of the bed.
In her sleep?
Yeah.
It seems that we won't be getting anything out of her.
Then we're all out of luck, eh?
Hey, look. She opened her eyes. Oh, Erica, you're awake. But her eyes were wide open.
Hold on, I'm untying her.
Thank God. Ma'am, can you hear us? But then...
Erica, what is it?
They're falling down. They're falling down.
Erica, I've got you.
Look out the south window. And so, the group of them turned their attention toward the window, and what they saw was the silhouette of a body falling down to its doom. A person just fell. The sky is clear. Where could he have fallen from?
There's nothing up there.
Why didn't you let me die?
Erica! Erica! She's gone again.
We have to go and see where he landed. All of them made their way to the crash of where that man had fallen. His body was completely lifeless.
I recognize him. He's one of the ones that disappeared.
How could someone suddenly fall like that? Just fell down from the sky. There's not even a cloud. You have to see this boy's face. That look. That twisted grimace. Like he witnessed some unspeakable horror. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, his wife began to scream about how they were falling down, and that more of them were coming, falling from the north. Her husband tried to console her. Erica, snap out of it! But as he looked out of the window, he saw the bodies fall from the sky, one by one. And when he returned back to Erica's side, once again, like that, she's gone again. Eventually, the 3 bodies were found, splattered against the pavement and on walls, blood dripping everywhere. Must be 3 of the missing. Please, why can't anyone explain this? It's no joke at this rate. My own son will come falling down.
We can't just sit by idly. I can't stand this.
But what can we do? Eventually, the whole town went into a panic, putting all kinds of nets around. Their hope was that the bodies would fall into the nets, rather than splattering against the pavement. Our protagonist looked around the town, staring in awe. I wonder how much nets like this can really help. And then he was approached from behind. These things are a joke. They think it'll save them when they fall.
Maybe it could save 2 or 3. They're saying there'll be even more falling. Say, somebody did fall in the net who says they'd even be alive. I mean, after falling from such a terrible height.
I saw where they went that night. I'd kept my mouth shut, but maybe they'll believe me now. That night I tailed them. They all met up on the hill. Then, just after that, to be honest, I couldn't believe my eyes, what I was seeing. What? It can't be. They're floating away. Oh my. It was like a damn dream. They whirled up into the night sky. I hid behind a tree. Each one of them rose up and then... gone. You think I'm crazy?
No, I believe you. But why did this happen here? Why just the youth? And why there? Why'd they rise up and disappear? And why are they falling back one by one?
It's not for us to know. I guess it's up to the gods. As he headed home back to check up on Erica, he noticed a large crowd crowded around her room.
What the hell?
This way! Erica! Hey! What the hell are you doing with her? Hold it right there! What are you going to do to her? Stay back. We have to kill this girl. What?
This whole nightmare is her fault. Yeah, she caused all this. She foretold every person that fell from the sky.
Killing her isn't going to help anyone. Stop this idiocy. Don't get in our way. Ah! There, drop her off the side. But then, her eyes began to open. Her pupils were gone. All that remained were the blank whiteness. All of them are falling down now. Eve, they said as they threw her over the wall. Erica! Oh, Erica. It can't be. They couldn't believe what they were seeing as Erica's body began to fly up like a rag doll. And then she faced them, raising her head. Erica! Help me, please. Catch hold of me. It's horrible, horrible. Erica, grab my hand. But it was too late. Some sort of force pulled her up into the sky, as he could only watch in shock. This can't be happening. Look, she just vanished. Oh God. Coming from the sky was the silhouette of all kinds of bodies. There had to be at least 100 of them, each one of them falling from the sky toward their doom. The citizens of the city could only watch in utter terror as they heard the bodies splatter against the ground one by one. Blood splattering everywhere. The 200 bodies of the missing were scattered in the streets, their faces overcome with horror. They had been flung down from the heavens, unable to bear the awful existence at the place where they'd crossed space-time. The townspeople struggled to grasp what the disappeared had seen there, why they had been forced to encounter such a sight. To this day, no one knows. Erika's body has still not appeared. Perhaps she'll come falling down someday. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. Sarah de Jesus, Motosurf, Cleo, Dason Animus, Ali Wei, Pteranodon Girl 1, and Minue. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.